The doors to the Viridian Tea House are open once more. Hello everyone. I've got some really cool things to talk about today, but before I begin, I do want to talk about some news from my company. So this Thursday will be my first time doing a brand new farmers market. It is the Growing Out West Farmers Market in Evergreen, Colorado, and it's going to be at Cactus Jack's. The hours are going to be from 9 to 2, and that's going to be every Thursday morning starting in June till I think about September or October. But yes, once again, this Thursday, the Going Out West Farmers Market at Cactus Jack's in Evergreen. Hope to see you there. I'm looking forward to it. And then also this coming Sunday is my usual they changed their name. It's the Outpost Country Market in Golden. Once again, that's this Sunday. The hours are from 9 to 2, and the address is 17695 South Golden Road. So gonna be kind of busy this weekend. And then for a little fun for myself, it's the 5 Points Jazz Fest, which is going to be this Saturday. It's going to be in the 5 Points District, also known as Rhino. And I think it starts at 11 or 12, I'm not sure, but it is a free event. So if you look up 5 Points Jazz Fest in Denver, Colorado, you'll get all the information about the different performers, the different stages, I think a list of vendors and all kinds of stuff. And once again, it is free. So if you're into jazz like I am and you're trying to find something to do this Saturday, the 5 Points Jazz Fest cannot be beat. And also too, there is the big Denver Public Library book sale at the Elitch Garden Theater. I don't have the address on me, my apologies, but I think it starts this Friday and it goes on through Sunday. So if you're looking for some good deals for some books, you need to check it out. I'll be volunteering and I always look forward to it. This is my second time doing the big sale, so I'm really excited. All right, so that's all I have for the news for today. Today's books deal with murder, one of my favorite subjects. I love murder mysteries, absolutely love them. And these two are just fantastic. I do want to give a shout out to Inglewood Public Library and Arapahoe Public Library, as always, for having these incredible books. So the first one, I have to admit, I took a long sabbatical from this series and I thought, you really need to get back to it. So I did, and I'm so glad, and I have the next book upstairs in the bedroom. This is A Death in the Small Hours by Charles Finch. This is the Charles Lenox series. So if you're not familiar with this series, this is probably one of the best mystery series out there. So let me read the dust jacket for you. From the critically acclaimed author of A Beautiful Blue Death, that was the first book, amazing murder mystery, and A Burial at Sea comes an intriguing new mystery in what the New York Times calls a beguiling series. Charles Lenox is at the pinnacle of his political career and is a delighted new father. His days of regularly investigating the crimes of Victorian London, now some years behind him, he plans a trip to his uncle's estate in Somerset in the expectation of a few calm weeks to write an important speech. When he arrives in the quiet village of Plumley, however, what greets him is a series of strange vandalisms upon the local shops, broken windows, minor thefts, and threatening scrawls. Only when a far more serious crime is committed does he begin to understand the great stakes of those events and the complex and sinister mind that is wreaking fear and suspicion in Plumley. Now with his protege, John Dallington, excellent character by the way, at his side, the race is on for Lenox to find the culprit before he strikes again, and this time his victim may be someone Lenox loves. And about the author, Charles Finch is a graduate of Yale and Oxford. He is the author of the Charles Lenox mysteries, including The Fleet Street Murders, The September Society, A Stranger in Mayfair, and A Burial at Sea. His first novel, A Beautiful Blue Death, was nominated for an Agatha Award and was named one of Library Journal's best books of 2007, one of only 5 mystery novels on the list. He lives in New York City. But yes, if you are looking for a new murder mystery series to check out, I highly recommend the Charles Lenox mystery, and especially if you're also into Victorian London like I am. It's just So much went on during that period, and getting into this murder mystery series is just a lovely dive into that time. So full of intrigue, mystery, you do get the murders and they are quite gruesome, but overall a wonderful, wonderful series. And as always with Charles Lenox, it does receive 5 pots of tea from Viridian Tea House. And like I said, I have the next book upstairs, and right now I'm currently juggling 3 different books. So when one of them is done, then I'll probably pop in the next book for the series. But yes, it's so wonderful to return to Charles Lenox. He is the typical Victorian gentleman, but he's also got that dash of adventure about him. You know, when the series starts out, he's a bachelor, but he loves solving mysteries. He is very much a detective. And even though now, by this point, I'm not spoiling anything, he's in Parliament, he still loves the thrill of solving a murder mystery. And this one, A Death in the Small Hours, truly does not disappoint. So just excellent work. And I just can't wait to read the next one. And so the next one, I saw the title on the spine and I went, oh, I need to read this. I think I remember I was chuckling in the library when I checked it out. And this is The Great British Bump Off by John Allison, Max Sarin, Sammy Borras, and Jim Campbell. I mean, I love British baking shows. I really, really do. But to combine a British baking show with a murder mystery, fantastic. So on the back here, according to Comic Watch, The Great British Bump Off combines 2 great tentpoles of British media, Agatha Christie mysteries and Great British Bake Off. Wit, panache, and even some ganache. Its delicious first issue is sure to leave you craving more. So let's see here. When she enters her country's most beloved baking competition, Shauna Wickle's goal is to delight the judges, charm the nation, and make a few friends along the way. But when a fellow contestant is poisoned, it falls to her to apprehend the culprit while avoiding premature elimination from the UK bakery tent and being the poisoner's next victim. So this graphic novel is collected issues of 1 through 4 of the Great British Bump Off. All I can say is I hope that there's more. I devoured this. I loved it. And the illustrations were just fantastic as well. But there was very much a lot of humor, a lot of British humor, a lot of baking, and an attempted murder. But yes, overall, this was a fantastic, fantastic story. Like I said, I hope they do more of these because I will actually like to collect more of the Great British Bake Off. And this does receive as well 5 pots of tea from Viridian Tea House. So yes, murder mysteries and tea and books just go so well together. And in fact, one of my tea blends is called The Butler Did It. It's currently out of stock right now, but I'm hoping to have it back in stock in time for the farmer's market season because we are upon it right now. But yes, Great British Bump Off and A Murder in the Small Hours, 2 fantastic murder mystery books. So check them out today. So getting to the tea portion, no murder, but this is a brand new tea blend. And this is my Farmer's Market tea blend. So a lot of my events are farmers markets. And before I begin, I just want to give a shout out to Cooper Young Farmers Market in Memphis, Tennessee, Wheat Ridge Farmers Market in Wheat Ridge, Colorado, the Country, make sure I get the title right, the Outpost Country Market in Golden, also the Golden Farmers Market, that's on Saturdays, and also the Growing Out West Farmers Market in Evergreen, and to all the other farmers markets across this country. You guys are amazing at what you do. Every time I've done a farmer's market or every time I've visited a farmer's market, I love the vibe. It's so positive and just friendly, and people just come together to purchase handmade goods or fresh fruits and vegetables, meats, cheeses, plants, tea, books, you know, photography, you name it, jewelry. but all of it comes with, let's just come together for just a couple of hours and let's just enjoy this nice space. And so my farmers market tea blend is my way of saying thank you to all those farmers markets for what you do. So the ingredients are Tumoy purple tea, lime peel, and rose hips. I wanted to keep it as simple as possible and also make it very delicious. And for the Tumoy purple tea, if you're not familiar with it, there's a company that I work with. They're located in Arkansas called Sammy Tea Shop. Go check out their website. I'll put it in the video, but they have some of the best African tea out there. So for those of you who don't know too much about purple tea, it did originate in China, but through the years it moved to Africa. And there are certain countries that do grow it. I think Kenya is one of them. But I took a class with the International Tea Education Institute in Canada. They actually have a purple tea class. So if you are interested in learning more about purple tea, I highly recommend the class. I hope it's with the same teacher, because the teacher that I had, it was over 2 sessions, but I learned more about purple tea than ever. And it makes me appreciate every time I work with purple tea. My other 2 purple tea tea blends is Jackie's Special, which is influenced and inspired by my Jackie Verona murder mystery trilogy, and also Librarian's Tea Break. That is one of the few teas in my company where every time I have it in stock, it immediately goes out of stock again. So I'll have that one in stock as well later this year. But this is the brand new tea of Viridian Tea House. And I steeped some of it. And I don't know if you could tell. So this is from second steeping? No, the first steeping. If you can tell that it's just lightly purple in color, that's how you can tell if the tea that you have is actually a purple tea or a knockoff. You can kind of see that purple tinge to the steeping of the brew. So this is my cup. I did steep it in my teapot for about 6 minutes, and it's a deep kind of rose purplish kind of color, but it's absolutely wonderful. I will say this too. Purple tea has less caffeine than a green tea, but more of the good stuff for you. I mean, tea is wonderful for you anyway, but purple tea is just even more so. So yes, take the class by International Tea Education Institute. You will not regret it. So for me, to you, a little bit of farmer's market tea blend. This is the first time I'm trying this too. So this is a cold review. I'm definitely getting, of course, the purple tea. It kind of has like a nice flowery kind of sweet taste to it. And then, of course, the rose hips and the lime peel, like you've heard me say in other videos, I'm a sucker for anything with lime in it. And this makes me think about walking through a farmer's market, and this is iced with just a little bit of honey, just enough to enhance the flavors of the ingredients. But this is quite a delicious cup of tea, and this is hot. So, and actually I'm thinking that maybe with one of my farmers markets, I will have some of the farmers market blend iced. So as you know, when it's iced, it tastes radically different sometimes, but this is an excellent cup of tea. That's very refreshing, quite good. I'm getting the lime, I'm very much getting the citrus, but that is excellent, that really is. So you can purchase bags of the Farmers Market Tea Blend, both regular size and sampler, through my Shopify website, or if you happen to stop by one of the farmers markets, I will definitely have this in stock. This is a blend that I will keep in stock during the entire farmers market season. So if you miss out at one farmers market, don't worry, I will have it. But yes, once again, Farmers Market Tea Blend through Viridian Tea Company. And that brings us to our time for meditation with water or tea. So find yourself in a comfortable position and in a quiet room. Make sure you have a glass of water or a cup of tea nearby. We're just going to focus on our breathing like we always do. So if you're ready, let's begin. And now let's end this breathing meditation with a deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. Slowly open your eyes or allow your eyes to come back into focus. And now let's have a sip of your tea or water. That's delicious. So that's all I have for today. So many thanks to Arapahoe and Inglewood Library and Denver Library and all the libraries all over the world for having such amazing books for people to check out and enjoy over and over and over again. Many thanks to all the farmers markets, especially the ones in Colorado and back in Memphis. I love what you do, and just please keep doing it. And as always, thanks to y'all for watching these videos. And if you like what you see, please give it a thumbs up or give a comment. And if you are an author or owner of a tea business or a musician or a painter or whatever, and you would like me to talk about your work here at Viridian Tea House, please shoot me an email at teagoddess, T-E-A, goddess, 74@gmail.com. I would love to connect with you. So until then, take care of yourself and each other, raise your teacup high, and remember that to drink tea is to enjoy life. I will see y'all really soon at a farmer's market. Take care. Bye for now.